Welcome to the Doctor's Mentor Show. If you believe that medicine is an industry and not a profession, if you enjoy submitting complex reimbursement claims, or you would do another residency just for fun, be advised, you're about to be offended. You should probably leave now.
All this talk about mentoring doctors is ridiculous. I thought doctors learned to do everything better than everyone else the first year of medical school. At least that's the way they act.
If you love assisting patients with vitality breakthroughs, if the right to practice medicine without interference is important, and you want expert tips for practice freedom and profits to support your epic life, welcome aboard and prepare to be blown away. The Doctor's Mentor Show starts now. Here's your host, Dr. Lori Barr.
On the last show, we talked about how to choose the right medical meeting to attend and what to do before you attend to maximize your experience and bring your energy. Would it be all right with you if I share a few tips about what to do at the meeting and afterwards that I've learned from attending general and specialty medical meetings for the past 30 years?
Today's topic:
influence. I'm so excited that you'll be able to learn more, have more fun, and increase your professional influence at the next medical meeting you attend. If you need a refresher about which meeting to attend and how to set yourself up before the meeting to increase personal and practice influence, go back and listen to Season 1, Episode 17 again. That episode covers the majority of your pre-meeting planning strategy. So now let's look at some tips for when you're actually at the meeting. In your room at the hotel or other lodgings, access the floor plan and the attendance numbers typical for the meeting. Make a decision about how you'll navigate each day and look for avenues to make it more fun and easy. If the meeting is a really large meeting like the Radiological Society of North America meeting with over 50,000 attendees that fills both sides of the gigantic McCormick Place Convention Center in South Chicago, on at least 3 levels with virtually unlimited learning opportunities, spend some time actually studying the schedule and the map to plan out what is possible to attend live. For the past 3 years, I've attended the meeting, the RSNA, the Radiological Society of North America meeting, both live and virtually. What this lets me do is if I get stuck in traffic on the way to the convention center or meet an old friend I didn't expect to see, I still can attend all or part of some sessions remotely and still get my CME. I can also interact with a whole different crowd of up to 1,200 people on average who are only there virtually and who I've seen virtually over the years again and again. A lot of the exhibits, the scientific exhibits, I can visit virtually back in my hotel room or while I'm getting dressed in the morning. Now, for a smaller meeting, this may not be as important as knowing where the restrooms are located relative to the meeting room. So make sure you know those little details too. Each day, take the opportunity to get up and celebrate with some gratitude for being able to take care of yourself personally and professionally by getting away from your everyday practice and actually investing time in your intellectual abilities as a professional. This may take the form of prayer, meditation, or even journaling. It could be a physical ritual where you do a longer workout instead of what you normally do at home, or treat yourself to a luxurious bath or massage during the time you're away. After the gratitude piece, spend a few moments setting your intention for the day. What is the outcome you desire for this day at this meeting? What 3 things would really move you closer toward your outcome you desire if they happen today? Reward yourself when you complete the 3 tasks during the day or evening, and then end your day with a moment of reflection or journaling, so you again celebrate being closer to your desired outcome. Now, if you're staying at just an average hotel, there's usually a small pad of paper and a pen near one of the telephones to take notes. If you'll write those 3 action steps or tasks on that piece of paper and put it on the nightstand next to the alarm clock or next to the charging station for the phone, for your smartphone, it'll give you one more chance to complete those 3 action steps before you actually lie down to go to sleep. It's a great way to just close that loop and remember to celebrate what you've done to actually gain the influence you desire from exchanging the time of your life for going to this live meeting. So that's a really fun step that can really emphasize that you love investing in yourself. Now, when you arrive at the meeting location, Make sure you complete the entire registration process and that you understand how to actually get your CME credit. Pick up any goodies that are intended for attendees. Identify the best places to rest and recoup your energy during the day. Sometimes there will be special access lounges for donors or offered by vendors. Spend some time in these places and figure out how to get access to them, either by making friends with somebody who has access if you don't yourself, or by giving a donation so you have access. And make an effort to meet interesting colleagues who show up there. Figure out how to quickly get a meal that serves you well for maintaining your attention for the afternoon, or bring your own food and beverages if allowed. Where are those restrooms that will not be overcrowded between sessions? Where can you safely leave your coat and hat while you walk around? One special side note about feet and a meeting. Consider carrying an alternative pair of shoes in your day bag. No matter if you're a man or a woman, your feet will hug your neck if you give them a little break during the day. This is especially crucial if you have evening events to follow a day of traipsing around a large convention center. Now, when it comes to session times for the scientific sessions, show up at least 5 minutes before the session starts and introduce yourself to the moderators, whether you're speaking or not. Tell them how much you appreciate them serving to make the meeting a success. Tell them again at the end of the session. Keep your ears open for other opportunities to network with interesting people from outside your normal practice area. If you're invited to attend a side event, ask yourself if the engagement is in keeping with your intent for the meeting, of increasing your personal and practice influence, and will it be fun? Now, unless your feet are absolutely killing you, try to say yes. When you consume a tasty morsel of educational content that you can use back home, here's a cool tip to make sure you implement it. Go ahead and make a note. You can do it with voice memos on your smartphone, which is how I actually am recording this show today in a hotel room at a live event. Or you can just type a quick note into your smartphone, or just make it as an email. However it's easiest to jot it down, make a note, and then share it with somebody else in your practice via email and CC yourself on the email. This will come in handy later. So just go ahead and try that for at least 3 educational tidbits you learn during the course of the meeting. Now, don't leave the meeting until you complete the necessary steps to obtain your continuing medical education credits, your CMEs, and until you've closed the loop on the majority of the action steps you decided on that increase your personal and your practice influence. If you're given an award, get the event photographer to take a picture and email it to you so that you and your staff can issue a press release. If in the exhibitor hall there's one of those take a selfie photo booths, grab some influencers and get a shot of you with those influencers at the meeting having fun so that you can remind yourself, people in your practice, and this influencer you met who you are and how much fun you had together. Now, also, if you get an award or have a photo you can use, make sure the producers in your hometown news network understand what part of your expertise was recognized by the award, how it serves your local community, and that you're available for interviews. Also, before you leave, look around for the people who will serve in the leadership positions for the upcoming year and meet them. Put them on your spotters list. Let them know you appreciate their service to the organization and you know how much time they put in. This is another time where that spotters list just really can come in handy, and it's so much fun to hunt for these people and actually make a connection. Now, let's get you back home and back into the daily routine of your practice. Set aside time to follow up and follow through, both as a group and individually. Assess the amount of influence you and your group gained from attending this live medical meeting. Was it what you expected? Was it worth the cost? Reconnect with the people you met and share something you learned at the meeting with them and how you're implementing it in your practice. Encourage them to share the same sort of information with you. Start a dialogue of collaboration to better both practices. Check the items you CC'd yourself on when you consume those tasty morsels of knowledge and emailed a colleague back home, or maybe one of your technical staff or administrative staff. How can you integrate them in and test them in your own environment? How can you improve on them and maybe have something to share at next year's meeting? Wow, that's right. It's time to start thinking about next year's meeting, isn't it?
Your next step.
If you haven't already, determine which medical meeting can enhance your personal or practice influence and how you'll measure that influence. And then start the cycle we talked about in the last show, episode 17, and this show. Start making out your spotters list for the meeting. Even if I attend virtually, I like to have a spotters list, and you'd be surprised who I see in those virtual rooms. If you'd like 5 additional strategies about how to leverage your participation in professional organizations and live medical meetings, just click on the Yes, I Want More hyperlink for this show at thedoctorsmentor.com, and I'll send those to you right away.
There's more to explore at thedoctorsmentor.com.
Are you stopping at a hospital? Hello? Don't you know that hospitals are one of the sickest places on the planet? Don't touch anything in there and get out as fast as you can.